Please rise if you are able. If you are able, please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, car ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. Welcome, graduates, family, friends, and honored guests to Convocation at the University of Waterloo. My name is Vivek Goel, and it is my honor to serve as President and Vice Chancellor and to preside over today's ceremony, where we celebrate our graduates and their accomplishments. Thank you to Julianne DeRoche, our anthem singer today. To our graduates, today we recognize your hard work, dedication, and accomplishments. You will cross the stage today having gained more than the lessons learned in the classroom or lab. You have built relationships and made positive contributions to the university and our surrounding community. I see many family, friends, and supporters of our graduates here in the audience. You should also be recognized for your important roles in supporting our graduates throughout their academic journey. Graduates, let's give a hand to your supporters. I also want to acknowledge that our world has faced some big challenges over the last few years. Global issues continue to affect our community in different ways and have played a part in shaping your experiences here. Through it all, you demonstrated resilience and perseverance. These attributes will serve you well as you enter the next phase of your lives. Today's celebration is based on tradition. The Haudenosaunee peoples also have a rich and vibrant culture that embraces knowledge sharing. As such, it is important to reflect and acknowledge that the University of Waterloo's campuses in Waterloo, Kitchener, and Cambridge are situated on the Haldimand Tract, land 6 miles on each side of the Grand River, granted to the Haudenosaunee of 6 nations. The land inside and surrounding the Haldimand Tract, including our Stratford campus, is the traditional territory of the Attawandaron, Anishinaabe, and Haudenosaunee. I also acknowledge and recognize this area is now home to many diverse First Nation, Inuit, and Métis groups. As part of today's ceremony, a number of Indigenous components play a prominent role. Their inclusion reflects our commitment to truth and reconciliation. Our Eagle staff led our procession today ahead of our mace. The mace is a traditional symbol of European origins, while the Eagle staff reflects the wisdom, strength, and honor of those that carry it in representation of nations across Turtle Island. The Chancellor and I are also proud to wear Indigenous beading on our regalia and are grateful to Marilyn Sutherland, a Cree master beader from Kitchener, for her work in adorning our robes. We will start the ceremony with a special Indigenous opening. It is my privilege to welcome the Cedar Hill Singers and Mayangan Henry, Indigenous Knowledge Keeper. As they make their way to the podium, I would like to extend a special thank you. Elder Henry provides a special opening and closing to all of our ceremonies. His words serve an important role in the reconciliation process, and I've seen the impact they have on our graduates, our guests, and our university. Elder Henry.
Ani, Bujo, Sego, Danse, Kwekwe, Sagoli. Just a few words in the Anishinaabeg languages and the Haudenosaunee languages that are from this region. Just wanted to say it was a special moment hearing the drum, Cedar Hill, as they sing songs that come from the earth. And if you can feel it in your heart when they sing, that's really what it's meant to do. And it helps us feel that we're connected to all things around us. The land, the water, the air, everything that helps us survive as human beings. When you sound that drum, it's like the heartbeat of our mother, the earth. And we connect ourselves so well with it because we need to feel the energy that this beautiful earth provides. And when Gladwin was bringing the Eagle Staff in, he represents such beautifulness of Indigenous people being allowed to join the forces in Canada. For many years, our people weren't allowed to come and be at this university or any university in Canada. Over the history of Canada, they seen the resources in the land. And more and more settlers came to North America and they started pushing Indigenous people from their homelands. And we lost a lot of people through disease and through colonization. And they said that when Columbus landed here, there was about 60 million Indigenous people in North America. By the start of the residential school time in the middle 1700s, we were reduced to almost 500,000. So they called us the vanishing race, the ones who were going to disappear. And it was a result of people wanting to take the resources of the land. We've changed our thinking now in terms of Indigenous people, our philosophies, what we can share with those that live on this land today. And during this time, the value started becoming clear that Indigenous knowledge is so important for us to maintain a past, present, and future. So the university that you chose had made a very strong dedication and commitment to reviving the knowledge of Indigenous people. Our elders are so happy with that. And I want to say thank you to the leadership here today for taking that on and being a part of all this beautifulness that's growing. And now we're here celebrating with you on your special day. And it didn't happen just a few years ago. It's now happening today. So I want to say thank you for, I guess, sharing this beautiful moment with you, all your family and people that helped you become who you are and to grow on this beautiful occasion. So I'm happy to be with you. I know Cedar Hill. I know Gladwin is. May watch everybody. We'll see you across the stage. Okay.
Thank you, Elder Henry. Thank you to our Cedar Hill singers, and a very good afternoon, rainy good afternoon to all of you today. Graduates, families, faculty, and all of our friends gathered here. I'm Jagdeep Singh Bachir, Chancellor of the University of Waterloo, and I'm so honored to help you celebrate one of life's great milestones today. Congratulations, class of 2026. Now, this has got to be the most exciting, and depending on your perspective, unsettling time to be alive since anyone in this room was born. I don't say that lightly. I've spent the last 12 years as the University of California's Chief Investment Officer, managing nearly $250 billion US. And it's my job to figure out where the world is heading and to place big bets on that direction. And so much of that exciting innovation fueling this new era traces back to places like Waterloo. So I want to share with you 3 principles I believe are the most powerful tools you can carry out of this great university. Number 1, stay curious. Number 2, think big. And number 3, take risks. I have to admit, that's got to be the youngest graduate I've ever seen here. How old? 5 weeks. Congratulations. Now keep the round of applause down for the baby. So let me start with curiosity. And all my comments are directed right there. Recently, I had the pleasure of moderating a panel with 3 Nobel laureates, including Dr. Donna Strickland, Waterloo's own. And she said something that I haven't stopped thinking about. She said that these AI tools of the future are incredibly good at giving us answers, but they can't do something essential. They can't tell us what questions to ask. They can't teach us curiosity. Think about that. In a world flooded with information, the most valuable thing you can possess is the ability to ask good questions. Every breakthrough starts that way. Someone looks at the world and says, why? Or what if? Or simply, can or should we do this? Look, I've lived this. My family emigrated to Canada, like many of yours, from Nigeria in my case, when I was 15. And at that consulate in Lagos, my father asked the immigration officer a question: where should we go? His son needed an engineering school. His daughter needed a med school. Some of your parents here know exactly how that formula works. The officer said one word: Waterloo. A few months later, the 4 of us landed in Canada. 2 days after that, I started studying mechanical engineering. I was 15 years old with absolutely no idea what was ahead of me. But I was curious. And that curiosity has carried me farther than any of the 3 degrees that I hold from the University of Waterloo. A lot of great things start with a simple question. By being curious enough to ask and patient enough to chase the answer. For the PhDs, of course. And here's the thing about curiosity. It's almost always sparked by human connection. Our AI agents are not going to inspire us. People are. Places are. Life is. So stay open, stay in learning mode. Now that's got to sound very strange to say to people who just spent so many years in school. But here's what I mean. Look, don't let today be the day that you stop being a student. Nurture and grow the curiosity you were born with. Walk out of here with your eyes open and your sense of wonder fully alive. Something could inspire you tomorrow and become the passion of your life, but only if you let it in. So now I want to talk about thinking big. Look, once you've asked the right question, you need the courage and the confidence to imagine a big answer. I thought I was going to be an aeronautical engineer. I loved planes, I still do. But the situation on the ground changed, so I pivoted. None of that happened because I played it safe. It happened because at every turning point, I gave myself permission to think bigger than what felt comfortable. Think about the world you're entering. When Google launched, the idea of organizing all of the world's information felt impossible. Multiply that by 1 billion, and that's where we are today. So please don't shrink your ambitions or your audacious goals to match someone else's expectations, or because you're afraid of change. You notice I said please. I'm Canadian too. We can still be nice, and we should always be kind and grateful. And remember that the world doesn't need more people to simply fit in. It needs people who reshape what's possible. That's us, but more importantly, that's you. which leads me to risk-taking. So here's the part nobody tells you at a graduation, that curiosity without action is just daydreaming. And big thinking without execution is just a whiteboard. At some point, you have to leap. My parents are lifelong teachers with an undying belief that the best and most lasting gift they could give their children was a good education, just like all of your parents in here today. When we boarded that plane to Canada, they didn't have a detailed plan. What they had was confidence, that leap, that willingness to act before they had all the answers, even when they felt pangs of fear. That changed the course of our family's life. You will face moments like that, moments where the safe choice and the right choice are not the same thing. My advice, take the road less traveled. Start the company, publish the novel, move to the city where you don't know anyone, raise your hand for the project that scares you. Say yes before you feel ready. Because if you wait until you feel ready, you'll be waiting forever. And when you fail, and you will, because everyone who takes real risks does, get back up. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's just the cost of admission. So stay curious, think big, take risks. That's the formula. That's what Waterloo taught you, whether you realized it or not. And that's what the world needs from you right now. Not someday, right now, especially now. Network with members of the Waterloo community, your community. Use this priceless, lifelong connection and be useful right back. Look, I was in your parents' seats a couple of weeks ago when my daughter graduated from high school. And no matter how many speeches I give, I learned one thing 2 weeks ago, that never forget your parents, your grandparents, your siblings, your mentors, your friends, your partners. They have propped you up, even when you didn't see the shoulders on which you rested. Please thank them. Hug them. Take pictures. Celebrate them. They've earned this day as much as you have today. Graduates, you're ready. You have what it takes. You're stepping into a world of extraordinary complexity, but I believe extraordinary possibilities. This is the most exciting time to be alive, and you, the class of 2026, from right here, from Waterloo, are exactly the people the world needs. Stay curious, think big, take risks. Congratulations, you make us proud. This is probably one of my best speeches since I made a 5-week-old go to sleep right away. Congratulations to all of you. And look, it is my pleasure now to welcome our dear Dean, Lily Liu, Dean of the Faculty of Health, to the podium. Dean.
Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Good afternoon, graduates and the class of 2026. On behalf of the Faculty of Health, it's a true privilege to be here with you today. I offer my heartfelt congratulations to each of you. This is a moment you've been working toward for years, and one that your families, friends, and supporters have walked alongside you to reach. Today is not just about degrees. It's about the late nights, the challenges you overcame, the friendships you formed, and the purpose that brought you here. We are so proud of you, not only for what you have achieved, but for who you have become. This spring, our graduating class brings together an extraordinary group of over 600 individuals from undergraduate to doctoral programs, united by a shared commitment to improving the health and well-being of others. Each of you has contributed to our community in meaningful ways, and you leave a lasting mark on this faculty. At Waterloo, we speak of a healthier world, and for us, this is more than a vision, it is a responsibility. It calls on us to care deeply, to think beyond boundaries, and to work across disciplines and communities. And I will share with you throughout my own journey in health and academic leadership, I have learned that the most meaningful impact rarely comes from working alone. It comes from listening, from collaboration, and from a willingness to see challenges through the lives of others. And that is what strengthens our work, and it is what will strengthen yours. As you go forward, the world you enter will need your knowledge, but just as much, it will need your compassion, your integrity, and your courage. There will be complexities and challenges ahead, but there will also be countless opportunities to make a difference in the lives of others. I hope you carry with you not only what you have learned here, but also a continued connection to this community, to return, to mentor, to collaborate, and to inspire those who will follow in your footsteps. But today, take a moment to pause and celebrate. You have earned this. We are so proud of you, and we believe in you, and we are excited to see the impact that you will make. Go forward with confidence and help create a healthier world. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. Vice Chancellor, I now request that you confer the degrees upon the graduates of the Faculty of Health.
Would the members of the graduating class please rise? Mr. Chancellor, I present to you those scholars who fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the university, I hereby admit you to your various and several degrees, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Please be seated. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
It is now my pleasure to welcome your class valedictorian, Magdalene Azus, to the podium to address our graduating class.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chancellor, members of Convocation, distinguished faculty, esteemed alumni, family and friends, and of course, the remarkable graduates of the Faculty of Health class of 2026. During one of my lectures, a professor asked a question that stayed with me far longer than any exam ever did. They asked, "Do you do one challenging thing every day?" At the time, I responded the way many of us do when faced with a slightly uncomfortable question. I smiled, nodded, and quietly hoped they wouldn't ask me to elaborate. But over time, that question stayed with me through lectures, applications, late nights in the health lounge, and moments when I wasn't entirely sure what came next. The truth is, whether we realized it or not, every single one of us here has been doing the difficult and scary thing for years. Our journey is not defined by comfort, but by our willingness to step forward even when the path ahead felt uncertain. My name is Magdalene Azus, and I stand here in humility as your class valedictorian with the opportunity to reflect on the many moments that asked us to step beyond what was safe or familiar and to do something a little bit scary. If we take a moment to look back, we will see that our time at Waterloo did not begin with certainty. It began with a decision to leave what was familiar, to trust in our own potential, and to step into a community that would change us in ways we could not yet imagine. And long before we walked into our first lecture, that journey was made possible by the people who believed in us when we were still figuring out how to believe in ourselves. Our families, mentors, friends, and the communities that shaped us, thank you for carrying us to this moment. Once we arrived here, the scary things did not stop. They simply changed. And if we're being honest, they showed up everywhere. It was the days we felt underqualified, uncertain, and sleep-deprived, certain everyone else had it figured out before we did. It was walking to our first lab, our first placement, or our first week of school when everything felt bigger than expected. It was the first time something didn't go our way or the way we hoped, and we had to decide whether we'd crash out or start again. It was balancing school with teams, jobs, research, volunteering, family, and sprinting across campus just to make it to class on time. And for some of us, it was the long road of a thesis, a capstone, or a defense, and the quiet pressure of realizing we are contributing to something bigger than ourselves. Different moments, different paths, but the same choice over and over again to keep going. What many of us come to realize is that the scary things are rarely loud. More often, they're quiet. And somewhere along the way, those moments began to shape us, because courage, as it turns out, is rarely one big decision. It is something we practice one uncomfortable step at a time. In the Faculty of Health, we learned that doing the scary thing carries a different kind of responsibility, because the work we're stepping into is not abstract, it's human. It asks us to ask better questions, to advocate when something does not feel right, and to care for people whose stories are more often complex than any textbook could capture. If our time here has taught us anything, it is that growth in this field requires more than knowledge. It requires the nerve to keep showing up, even when the answers are not immediately clear. As we step beyond Waterloo and into the next chapter of our lives, the scary things will not disappear. If anything, they will grow. They will look like new roles, unfamiliar environments, difficult conversations, and decisions that carry real weight. But the difference now is that we're not meeting them for the first time. We've been preparing for this moment all along. So maybe the question is no longer whether we do one challenging thing every day. The real question is, what will we do, or what will we choose to do when the next moment finds us? And now that I'm completing my last ever piece of schoolwork, I will leave you with this. Put yourself out there, even when it feels uncomfortable. Say yes to things, meet people you wouldn't normally talk to, and let yourself take up space. Some of the best parts of life are the ones you almost talked yourself out of. Class of 2026, if our time has proven anything, is that we already know the answer. Congratulations, Faculty of Health. Keep doing the scary things. Thank you.
Keep it going for her. That was a great speech to start this one off. Before we begin, just a couple housekeeping notes. My name is Lucas. I am honored to read everyone's name. No pressure for me, right? Before we begin, I'd like to share these housekeeping notes just to help the ceremony run smoothly. To our guests, we kindly ask that you remain in your seats. As your graduate crosses the stage, professional photographers are still there. They're taking photos of every graduate, and there will be ample opportunity for photos in the celebration that follows. To our graduates, this is your moment. Cross the stage. Enjoy it. As you cross that stage, take it all in. You know, you guys deserve this. You've worked so hard. Take in your moment. We will begin with the conferral of doctoral degrees one at a time, followed by our master's 3 at a time. Finally, our bachelor's graduates, 1 at a time as well. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. It's my pleasure to present to you the graduating class for the Faculty of Health. Mr. Chancellor, I now present the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Dominique Basque. Dr. Haley Eileen Zufeld-Baxter. Dr. Cameron Bruno Sherratt. Dr. Jeremy Cohen. Dr. Kosha Hensine Diaguarachige de Silva. Dr. Melissa Ann Elgie. Dr. Florence Elizabeth Godkin. Dr. Paniz Hagigi. Dr. Nena Arianzu Uma Ike. Dr. Tasneem Khan. Dr. Laura Jane Peach. Dr. Emily Christine Rudder. Dr. Shahan Salim. Dr. Sanwal Singh. Dr. Veronica Michelle Stevenson. Dr. Kevin Eric Scott Wilson, today with Willa J. Campbell Wilson. It's also the youngest graduate I've ever seen, too. Mr. Chancellor, I now present the candidates for the degree Master of Arts. Melanie Lynn Barber. Gregory D. Mittler. Samira Nazir. Mr. Chancellor, I now present the candidates for the degree Master of Health Evaluation. Zhu Namat. Michelle Albernaz Choi. Sherry Summer Brown. Un Gemza Lee. Sonia Yannick Lidki. Rajendra Manik. Tanya Petty. Surinutas Thiruparan. Now, Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Health Informatics. Chiamaka Love Anike. Christy Bai. Yatunde Omolayo Dina. Kayla Din Kittle, Mallory Fung, Trupti Kulkarni, Muhammad Tarif Muhammad Faisal, Evelyn Ann Fenn, Akil Harish Plathanatu, Tanvij Prasla, Samia Saeed, Bhavini Singh, Srijaya Sri Chandra Moran, Andrea Hazel Tedingen, Wai Shen Wang, Mr. Chancellor, I present next the candidates for the degree Master of Public Health. Mohammed Kitem Alzaran, Vishali Anita Krishnanandan, Mr. Chancellor, I now present the candidates for the degree Master of Science. Rua El-Sagir, Juliana Grace Ludwig Bazum, Carol Grace Bryans, Alex Coco, Salma Alasfar, Jared Isaac Friedel, Moral Godzi Bushiri, Alexandra Laura Gerlia, Ashvini Gulasingam, Alyssa Lynn, Alimi Gullifer, Simon Liu, Elias and Missioni, Michaela Brooke Neeb, Karita Ehinomen Okobo, Vladislav Sheen, Navreet Singh, Kritika Subia, Michael Ian Watson, Amy Caroline Uris, Eudoxia Zephyris, Mr. Chancellor, I now present the candidate for the degree Master of Social Work. Camille Jessica Marie Tremblay. Mr. Chancellor, I now present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts 4-year General Recreation and Leisure Studies. Gaussian Amara Senapati. Now, Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors Recreation and Leisure Studies. Madeline Elizabeth Alexander. Taya Rose Alexander. Adrian Gabrielle Page Beliveau. Sarah Nicole Bestek. Easton Mitchell Dobby. Joanna Elizabeth Hawkins. Marcus John Hervatin. Soraya Jeffrey. Dimitrios Melichis. Julia Ann Malitek. Sarah Grace Morris. Kimberly Mary Margaret Satchel. Ellis Grace Snip. One at a time, that's great. Mr. Chancellor, I now present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors Recreation and Sport Business. Ankita Agarwal. Gavin Royce Ashmore. Lillian Marie Bate. Idan Bazarski. Isaiah Blackson. Maddox Michael Lawrence Brennan. Karthik Chandrasekhar. Adam Wyatt DeBarp. Mela Francesca Del Zotto. Mason James Klaus Demchina. Noah Tesario. Cameron Keir Drummond. Sasha Tristan Fair. Brielle Charisse Fernandez. Lily Sean Francis. Cody Joshua Keith Hagerman. Michaela Ikpemosi Itemuagbor. Russo Leo Jordan. Arvin Kamali. Eugene Kim. Faison Lalva. Logan Lee Landrio. Aiden Bruce Lazenby. Martin Lee. Adam Letson. Miles Christopher Lowry. Natalie Ermia Garcia Munoz. Matthew Sari Temple Link. Bryden Calvin McLeod. Mathushan Mahadevan. Benicio Joseph Marcella. Carmel Summer Mark. Laura Mogilnicki. Nathan Jude Montero. Krishak Jaden Oberoi. Benujan Polulogapurinen. Miles John Philip Robinson. William Douglas Bruce Rodenberg. Barmanjeet Singh Sahota. Ramel Samuel Slocombe. Vavneet Kaur Sidhu. Shail Nishal Soda. Cameron Davis Stirrup. Brandon James Swain. Nolan John Thode. Spencer Danil Voisin. Jesse Franklin Wong. Allie Jamie Wells. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Honors, Therapeutic Recreation. Emma Victoria Brubaker. Kaylin Doris Cooper. Georgia Gilliand. Kaylee Drew Goodhue. Erin Prudence Hopper. Jenny Eileen Ledirth. Joanna McDonald. Divij Asani. Emily Weiland. Mr. Chancellor, I now present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Honors, Sports, and Recreation Management. Avery Oland Ackerman. Cole Aaron Shepard. Vyomkesh AJ Walanju. That's how you do it. Mr. Chancellor, I now present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Honors, Tourism Development. Audrey Page Hoekstra. Now, Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Public Health, Honors, Public Health. Grace Violet Cynthia Adams. Lenauma Ade. Mafaza Ahmad. Abigail Shalomi Alfred. Nadine Al-Janabi. Jinaza Amadiegu. Majdalin Azuz. Deborah Baraki. Sapneet Kaur Bisla. Larissa Tsao. Amanda Rose Chapman. Mei Ying Chow. Natasha Croucher. Emily Nung Dang. Abby Julia Deneau. Amoya Edekpaluri. Chantel Caterino Fragoso. Paige Lee Gabbert. Marco Andrew Gorici. Taylor Noel Gowans. Ethan Lei Guo. Abigail Hyun. Caitlin Alexis Hewen. Shazia Kaba. Dua Kamran. Braden Matthew James Kilbar. Anam Yusuf Khan. Imtihal Ali Khan. Mackenzie Xiao Wu Annie Koning. Michelle Grace Coy. Jessica Kulendren. Alyssa Nicole Lum. Evelyn Yi Wei Ma. Caitlin McKenzie. Hong Ming Win. Afra Parvez. Chand Patel. Rebettin Sophie Plong. Gaia Premakumar. Asantewa Adelaide Kwanzaa. Shivanji Priyanka Rajanthan. Tabitha Ann Robbins. Farah Salad. Shanzi Raouf Sheikh. Erica Jem Sansona. Menvinder Kaur Tatra. Kitaki Tatki. Dishani Vijayaratnam. Samara Namatiraiwasho. Asher Wiggins. Tipisaha Yatiswaran. Tasnia Tasin Zeba. Mr. Chancellor, I now present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science 4-year General Kinesiology. Sohail Abu Agil. Keyshawn Shakur Bowen. Jamie Ji Yun Choi. Sierra Diamanta Safia Stewart. Ying Bin Xie. Mr. Chancellor, I present next the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science Honors Health Sciences. Julian Abu Sawan. Jesse Abutu. Hamza Adam. Rayan Ahmad. Sarah Ahmad. Saad Ahmed. Shams Ali Al-Abdali. Rawan Amir Kamal Ali. Alessia Nicole Appa. Gitika Arikati. Oluwaseun Nifemi Arawolo. Yusra Imran Aslam. Anmal Atwal. Renmali Atapatu. Gulchin Aiden. Dia Baines. Nershalini Balasubramaniam. Jasmine Kaur Banwaite. Aiden Adolfo Barrerina. Isha Basra. Muskan Basra. Kashleen Kaur Bawa. Manbir Kaur Bedi. Gina Bevrani. Mackenzie Rose Davies Blake. Nicole Valentino Bocalan. Genetica Bolentiran. Zion Nazarali Bordeaux. Holland Christine Boyko. Jasper Sage Elliott Brown. Kia Daniela Janaya Sams Busby. Alicia Riaz Butt. Ellie Nar Yi Chan. Nitila Chandra Kumar. Fardeen Ahmed Chana. Ran Chen. Samantha Chang. Sonia Chang. Abigail Emily Chu. Michaela Faith Crawford. Mark D'Angelo. Gabriela Delgado. Amrit Singh Diol. Rahul Kartik Desai. Arjun Mukhtar Dhaliwal. Haley Lauren Duquesne. Claire Eden English. Amina Narjas Fajiki. Emily Marie Fitzgerald. Owen Z. Ray Fong. Kayla Fatich. Agatha Joanna Bill Pizzana Gabinet. Mitusha Ganasalingam. Rajandini Ganguly. Ashley George. Miriam Gowrie. Evelyn Kaur Gill. Jaspreet Kaur Gill. Manpreet Singh Gill. Ria Gill. Varleen Kaur Gill. Kaja Yanish Warren. Allison Gorber. Brianna Hope Greenlee. Parveer Singh Grewal. Veronica Lisa Guglietti. Michaela Sophia Haddad. Zahair Hassan. Ariba Hashmi. Dalia Jasser Hawash. Jagriti Hira. Cynthia Eve Houghton. Jason Rodriguez Howell. Cheryl Xie Ing Huang. Sirit Kaur Jamu. Anmal Jasal. Rasla Shajir Kalandan. Vibisha Kamalis Warren. Jasneet Kaur. Arshia Kazi. Olivia Margaret Kellendonk. Rihanna Kaki. Laisha Kosla. Ilushi Sayuranji Korolage. Claudia Ashley Kowalski. AJ Krishnan. Bharti Krishnan. Victoria Ksheminski. Godfrey Shing An Kwan. Ashley Lillian Legg. Sunidhi Ludu. Risha Lungani. School of Public Health Sciences Award winner, Melissa Liu. Megan McGregor. Labkan Magamianzadeh. Shirza Manira Mahi. Bernavi Mekiswaran. Mega Melmath. Lucas Marcoux. Alicia Marie Santos Marquez. Brent McCready Branch. Rayan Mirza. Nimrata Mishra. Sarah Monahan. Maria Ahmed Mubarak. Aliyah Mukarram Mullah. Anam Amanjit Mullah. Manvir Kaur Nagra. Lakshananta Kumar. Maria Mustafa Nakvi. Corey Danielle Neal. Nikki Lee Wynn. Olotu Mia Julia Ogunleye. Felicia Marie Oliveira. Christopher Dean Osborne. Marilyn Osonwa. Jana Jessica Pendohi. Akshar Diptan Shu Batel. Isabella Marie Pauldine. Zane Peters Luby. Matthew Nicholas Petraka. Lakshna Panraja. Sagana Rajakrishna. Alumni Gold Medal recipient Tanuga Tusha Rajeswaran. Vishnami Ramesh. Jennifer Nancy Randall. Can you just pause for a second? Akshana Ranganathan. Mashim Rashad. Sahar Ratansi. Kayla Erica Rizzo. Ashley Lee Rogan. Emma Louise Hazel Rowland. Iknur Kaur Saini. Hargan Kaur Saini. Tiana Shade. Prisha Selvananth. Subhanu Senthil Kumar. Perry Shah. Abia Zara Suja. Sanjana Sivakumar. Olivia Veronica Sotelo. Elena Sovereign. Sahaj Singh Stran. Melanie Suresh Kumar. Fatima Mahmood Sayed. Megan Tate. Charlene Tai. Apisha Tavapalin. Jasmine Turbani. Haley Ann Tobin. Annam Sherwall. Caitlin Tu. Zoe Alexandra Tutt. Arani Vinyagamurthy. Li Xuan Wang. Caitlin Leanne Wang. Yi Shu. Alexandra Zhivanovich. Mr. Chancellor, I now present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science Honors Health Studies. Gursimar Singh Basra. Asiya Begum. Rutu Desai. Zara Habib. Eve Alora Mura. Tran Bao Hui Win. Mr. Chancellor, I present next the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science, Honors Kinesiology. Wadad Jihad Abu Aishe. Mexena Rosa Guto. Sarah Victoria Ahi. Amara Ahmed. Olivia Elizabeth Aitken. Adife Akingbade. Sarah Joyce Alexander. Annette Allen. Shido Elmarsi. Nawal Amir. Victoria Aragona. Harni Aruntava Raja. Fatima Ashraf. Serena Kaur Atwal. Nabil Azab. Alexandru Badescu. Gabrielle Ashley Bailey. Eva Nicole Belletta. Rocco Barisi. Sydney Battler. Isabella Grace Beck. Cameron Olivia Beal-Hartz. Marco Belevsky. Connor Jacob Bennett. Kushi Vinod Bai. Sakshi Bardwaj. Megan Rebecca Brooke. Damien Jonah Buganan Jean-Pierre. Emma Burrow. Nicholas Chang. T-Lock Chow. Sarah Grace Chesney. Xavier Cho. Katie Feng Ro Ting Costanzo. Reagan Anna Jean Cressman. Olivia Brooke Dake. Kelly Dow. Alexander Michael Davis. Megan Ann Davitsky. Kaya Reese Clegg Donaldson. Noemi Aisha Donis Loyaza. Ethan Caleb Dukes. Angela Jayindu. Ava Duchesne. Magdalene Nina Dunlop. Sarah Ariana Edwards. Rita Angelina Exander. Caitlin Fan. Rachel Lynn Marie Fotu. Michelle Christian Felice. Naya Josephine Fiorino. Aiden Joseph Friedawood. Natasha Susan Furzer. Mackenzie Gabrielle Gagnon. Gianna Josefa Galea. Brody Gallant. Zara Garofalo. Ikra Guri. Benjamin Hendrick William Gibbons. Nicholas Jadaro. Vasikar Nanasegar. Ivy Elizabeth Greenwood. Sahaj Kaur Greywall. Gogithan Narmala Gumaratas. Priyansh Gupta. Alexander James Harmon. Victoria Pauline Hartung. Jack William Hawkins. Caitlin Nicole Heidebrecht. Nathan Paul Brubaker Heidebrecht. Jazz Jaden Hines. Aiden Cole Smythe Hinsberger. Jordan Ashley Holt. Taranika Jivarajan. Abby Lou Ann Johnston. Ryan Kadlasek. Sana Kapoor. Amrit Kaur. Aaliyah Maria Kiso. Kaylin Ann Kelly. Selena Khan. Darren Cow. Omer Karam Hafiz. George Vasilios Kiropoulos. Ernest Cole. Salome Everlasting Koopmans. Dustin James Kropf. Keelan Lee Kunkel. Nicole Chi Kwok. Sonia Janaki Lapena. Hugh Tung Kelly Law. Lauren Rachel Leavitt. Amelia Margaret Lethbridge. Rachel Megan Lung. Fiona Lumi. Jansen Davis McDougall. Alana Teresa Momilda Minolfi. Maricini Manohar. Emma Ashley Marcello. Jessica Lynn McCrudden. Caleb Jason McCullough. Mariana Mendez de Costa Matos. Jonah Marcus Mahevic. Michael Joseph Miller. Leanna Morales. Annika Moss. Alyssa Nicole Monroe. Jenna Faye Galiciano Nieto. Kendra Dixon Nikari. David Antonino Orlando. Triantaphilia Pambis. William Alexander Payne. Avery Allison Peck Haynes. Mitchell Penner. Alexandra Elizabeth Pettit. Bella Fu. Joshua David Pelleggi. Shane William Pitt. Mario Protuger. Abhay Singh Purba. Charlize Radensich. Zidula Raheen. Nisha Ravishankar. Jacob Anton Reed. Santiago Joaquin Rojas. Rosalind Shoshana Roth. Kira Ann Ruggles. Adam Stanley Russin. Ethan Michael Ryan. Parsa Sahiban. Samaya Saidamad. Jenna Leah Samra. Benjamin Tenacorn Satrapinas. Henry John Schick. Mira Raylene Schultz. Zakira Sidat. James Elliott Simon. Kushi Ashish Kumar Shah. Dahlia Nadeem Sheikhli. Kira Rose Shanahan. Mitali Sharma. Daniel Shushan. Kyla Rachel Simmons. Alyssa Sitar. Matusiga Sivakumar. I don't want to mess them up on the other side. But as long as it's not all of them. You? Lauren Elizabeth Skeens. Healy Danae Kendra Smith. Hey you Haley So. Anna Sokolovsky. Alexa Lee Ainsley Spleen. Rowan Sarah Sains. Phoenix Asia Stone. Vincent Z. Chi Su. Ria Subramanian. Manat Sukija. Jessica Sun. Charles Dean Sweeney. Hiba Fatima Sayeda. Ella Josephine Simon. Josh Gabriel Ibanez Tan. Danuja Thayalen. Brett David Timbeck. Jimmy Hao Tran. Julie Ann Marie Van Dam. Jameson Robert Van Stone. Andrew Jonathan Veals. Emily V. Isabel Anna Vince. Paris Verk. Willow Marie Voisin. Recipient of the Kinesiology and Health Sciences Departmental Award, Elena Vu. Hannah Elizabeth Wagner. Catherine Sarah Walker. Brady Michael Walsh. Lorraine Boissy. Coleman Nicholas Weddle. Ryan John Wignall. Mackenzie Erlyn Wilkins. Mary Ann Yakub. Allison Janelle Young. Nabil Zahir. Nathan Diwei Zhang. Fiona Zhu. Zhengzi Zhu. All right, these guys have worked so hard. Congratulations. Make some noise for these new graduates. Congratulations to all the graduates in the Faculty of Health.
Mr. Chancellor, I now request you to confer in absentia the various and several degrees upon those candidates who were approved by Senate but were unable to be present at today's convocation.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, I confer the degrees in absentia.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations all.
Now it is my great pleasure to announce and celebrate the accomplishments of our Outstanding Student Award recipient. I am proud to present the President's Award of Excellence, which is awarded to graduates with the highest academic standing in bachelor's programs across the university. Only 3 of these awards will be presented at this week's convocation ceremonies across all faculties. Mr. Chancellor, I now invite you to present the President's Award of Excellence for 2026 to Elena Vu, who is graduating today with a bachelor's degree in the kinesiology program with a cooperative program distinction. It is now my pleasure to welcome Vivek Goel, President and Vice Chancellor, back to the podium.
Excellent. We're almost done. To our graduates and new alumni, my heartfelt congratulations on your accomplishments. Thank you to all of the family and friends who've gathered here today to join our graduates in this celebration and for supporting them during their academic journey. And to our new graduates, thank you. You now join our global community of more than 260,000 alumni around the globe, helping our institution stay connected to the world around us. Over the years, I've had the privilege of meeting many alumni across life stages, starting with those newly minted at Convocation. I'm always inspired by their big, bold plans for life after university, and then seeing their accomplishments as they've moved through life. Waterloo graduates are known for integrating knowledge and innovation across disciplines. They are known for their courage, creativity, and resilience. Above all, they are known for approaching challenges in unique ways and uncovering impactful solutions. At Waterloo, we think differently, act with purpose, and work together to make the world a better place. Take the knowledge and inspiration that you have acquired here at Waterloo, as many before you have, and make a difference in the world. As you have benefited from attending Waterloo, this institution has benefited from having you as a part of our community. This convocation also marks my final one as president of the university. Like many of you, we started at this institution coming out of the pandemic. It has been an immense privilege to work together with every member of this community as we moved through challenging times. While your next chapters will take you to many places, I hope you, as I will, remain connected to this extraordinary university and to one another. I wish you all the best in the future. Now, it's my pleasure to welcome back Mayangan Henry, Indigenous Knowledge Keeper, to provide the closing.
You know, there's a word in the Ojibwe language. We say ani when we meet somebody. It's almost like a greeting. But there's a deeper meaning to that. It means, I can see your light. I can see the brightness that you bring. And I was thinking about that as you're crossing the stage, because so many smiles, and I was looking at some of your family members out there, you know, with the glow of watching you accomplish these great things. And it brought me back to a time when our communities would gather together at a final of a ceremony, and that's really what this is. We would sit in a circle and we would honor all those people who helped us along our path. You probably created friends, and you probably at sometimes had times of difficulty, maybe even thinking about not finishing this. But there was friends and people who helped you along that path, and they gave you that inspiration to continue on. So we would sit in a circle and we would honor all those beautiful people that helped us through the stage of life. And that circle becomes very powerful because our communities are based on circles, and how we look at all the people who sit in that circle and all the gifts that they bring. And when you sit in a circle, you find that you're part of something. You're part of a community, you're part of a family. And that circle becomes very strong, and that's where you go back when you feel like you can't go on. Maybe there's things that are challenging you, but you find your energy in that circle of friends and family. And that's what I've seen happen here today with everybody walking through this path and feeling good about this celebration. So in your own mind, I'm going to ask you to kind of think of yourself in a circle. And in that circle, we have a fire in the center. Because the fire is the heartbeat. It's the strength and it's the warmth that we all feel when we accomplish things. Even when we're feeling low, that fire will bring us back up, and we think about that fire. Inside that circle, we think about those who walked on this earth for many years before we did, our elders who carry a wealth of knowledge, the experience that they've had on this earth. And what they do is they try to pass that knowledge on to you in your circle. They'll tell you about things that they've experienced in their life and how they can assist you with some of the things that you're going to experience. So these elders, a lot of times it's a grandfather who is a Mishomis and a Nokomis, which is a grandmother, and they would come and speak to you in the circle and they would share the wisdom that they carried. And one of the things that they always talk about is, now that you've reached this point in life, you've graduated from your courses, you've accomplished these things. The question they would ask is, what are you going to do with that today? Are you going to carry that knowledge to help this world in the future? Think about your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, the ones who aren't even born or even thought about yet. And the impression that you have on the world today with what you know now is going to help their world a lot stronger. So the biggest gift that you can give to those that are not even born is the love that you put into it today. And that's what those elders live for, because they know they don't have a lot of time left on this earth. But what they'd like to give you is that beautiful incentive to make this world that you live in, the planet, the water, the air, the trees, everything that's so supportive of our lives, give it the best that you can with everything you can. So we want to thank you for your participation in today's ceremony in the circle and through life. And the elders would leave with a word that we don't hear enough anymore. There's war and there's climate change, but the elders would always leave with kind eyes to say, "Gid to win" means I love you all, and we do here. We hope that your future is bright and you come back and visit us anytime. Miigwech, everybody. Thank you.
We'll get it right. Thank you again, Elder Henry. We're grateful for your contributions and those of the Cedar Hill Singers to today's ceremony. Now, these contributions are an important reminder of all the work that's underway and the work that still needs to be done in recognizing the historical and ongoing wrongs perpetrated against Indigenous peoples and the legacy of colonialism still in place today. Congratulations, graduates. It is my privilege to officially adjourn Convocation. If you're able to, please rise.